thank you so much for joining me today. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a little fall Ulta haul that I decided to do some retail therapy a few weeks ago. I just ordered some things from Ulta's website a couple of things I needed to get, and most of the other stuff it was like, oh, new things. So so let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first thing that I needed to pick up, it's not very exciting, but I needed to pick up a new one of the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel, because the one that I'm currently using is on its last legs, so I had to pick up a new one. I know, not exciting at all, but if you're looking for a really great brow gel, inexpensive, and you have unruly eyebrows like I do, check this out because this is fantastic. The other thing that I have been intrigued to try, you all know that I've been using the Lorac behind the scenes eye primer, the little teeny samples that you get in all of the when you make a Lorac order with any of the eyeshadow palettes, you get a little sample size of their eye primer, and so I had like 5 of them, and I finally am on my last one, and I've wanted to I need to finish that up because I've wanted to move on to a drugstore primer, and I'll tell you why. Because the full size of the Lorac behind the scenes eye primer is $22. I am not interested in spending that much money, so I wanted to venture out into the drugstore land of eye primers again and see if I could find one. And of course, I decided to go with the ever popular Milani eyeshadow primer. Emily Noel83 has talked about this a ton. There's been other YouTubers that have talked about it. And I thought, why not? Let's just jump on that bandwagon. So I went ahead and I picked this up. I'm very excited to use it. I've heard lots of good things about it. So I'm very excited to try that. I wanted to give a shot is a different eye primer, face primer. So I have been using the Becca Backlight priming filter for months now. I got it on an Ulta Beauty Steal, so I got it for about $19. The normal price is $38. I'm almost done with this primer, and I wanted to find something that was a little bit less in price because I didn't want to spend the $38 again to purchase it. I mean, yes, it's a fantastic primer. I really enjoy it. However, I kind of wanted to get away from the glow a little bit. Not that I mind it. I really do like the glow that it gives my skin, but I wanted to try a more matte primer because I do have oily skin, and going into the spring and summer months and all that, I need a primer that's not gonna make me look like an oil slick, you know what I mean? So I went ahead and I actually picked up, it's a brand I've never tried before. I just thought, what the heck. It's from Note Cosmetics, and it's the Skin Perfecting Primer. This was on sale when I got it. Like I said, maybe I didn't say this, I don't know. I shopped on Black Friday, and this was on sale for, I want to say, $11 something. And normally it's about $16. I don't know if they qualify this as drugstore. I don't believe they do, but I really do enjoy this. I have this on underneath my foundation today. It reminds me of the Smashbox Photo Finish primer because it's that silicone-y kind of slip to it, but it's not greasy, which I really enjoy. It went on my skin very smooth. It claims that it blurs imperfections and blurs pores while, of course, mattifying your skin. As soon as I put it on, I could tell that it mattified my skin a little bit. I do not have large pores, so I didn't really notice that effect. And then again, as far as imperfections, I didn't really notice that it did anything for any imperfections per se that a face primer can do. I just noticed that it just mattified my skin, which I really liked. And with this, let's see, you get 1.18 fluid ounces. And that's honestly, that's a generous size because you don't use very much. So I actually appreciate that size of product. Now, when I first got this in and I opened the box, I thought, oh, it's a squeeze tube because it looks like a squeeze tube, right? No, it's a pump, which made me really, really excited. So y'all know that I love a pump. So that was very exciting to find. So I'm really excited to continue using this. So far, I really enjoy it. We will see how it holds up throughout the day. See if it holds to its claim of shine control, because like I said, I've got oily skin. Even though we're in the winter months here in California, we've hit a pretty cold snap, especially for Sacramento. When winter hits, it's cold. Yes, I realize we're babies, but 40 degrees is cold for California. So, and that's the temperature that we're in right now. So, we will just have to see with this, but yeah, so I'm excited to continue trying that. Foundation. So let's just talk about this for a second. So you all know that I love my CoverGirl Matte Made foundation, but I've wanted to try a stick foundation again for a while because I don't know, there's something about a stick foundation. It's compact, you can throw it in your purse, throw it in your travel bag, and just go. There's no worry about anything breaking. Yeah, and plus I wanted to try it again because the ones that I've tried in the past made my skin really just oily and didn't give me much coverage, and so I wanted to try something that would give me a little bit more coverage, that was a little bit hydrating for these winter months, but also wouldn't make me like a freaking disco ball or gray slick. So I went ahead and I purchased the Revolution Fast Base stick foundation. My shade is in F10. I do think it's a good color match. Trying to match foundation online, it can sometimes be difficult. You never know what you're gonna get. So I do think that that particular shade is good for my skin tone. I do have this on today. I feel like it's a little on the thicker side, which I don't mind really. It's because it's not like super thick. It's not quite as thick as the Rimmel Stay Matte Mousse foundation. It's not quite as thick as that. It's a little bit more creamy than that. But I really liked how this went on. It applied very smooth. I blended it out with a Sigma foundation brush, and it blended in very well, very evenly. There wasn't a lot of patchiness. Actually, I don't think there was any patchiness. And it just I don't know, that it just has this certain glide to it. It just kind of glided very smooth across the skin. So I know you guys have probably seen this, but here's what the stick looks like. Very sleek packaging, but and then it twists up. And forgive this, it's a little jacked up, but that's what the shade looks like. Yeah, so I will try and do, I'll at least do some pictures throughout today to see how it holds up, because I need my foundation to stay and not look like a grease slick for about 14 to 18 hours, because I'm not a person that likes to touch up a ton. So I usually like to apply it once, set it, spray it, and be done, and just cross my fingers. So yeah, so I will make sure to take some progress pictures throughout today, so that you guys can see that. But yeah, I'm excited to continue using this. The other thing that I picked up from Revolution is the Mascara Revolution. I wanted to just check this out, to just kind of see what it was about and see how well it's going to hold up to my beloved L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I do have this on today. Let me show you the wand. it's it's a bigger one than I expected it to be, I'll tell you that. However, I am pleasantly surprised at when I applied it how light it is. I don't feel like I have any mascara on, but I obviously do because I can see it. But it's so lightweight, it doesn't weigh my lashes down. I feel like it holds the curl very well. It did not transfer when I applied it to my lower lash line or up above underneath my brow. It did not transfer. I feel like it separates well. On first look, I don't know that it volumizes a ton, but I love how lightweight it is. That shocked me. I mean, I'm not saying that the L'Oreal Lash Paradise isn't light. That's light as well, but it's just interesting. So yeah, I'm curious to see how this goes throughout the day as well. The Morphe M536 brush. So this claims to be a concealer setting brush, obviously underneath your eyes. It's a little bit bigger than my Wet n Wild setting brush, but it has a little bit of give to it, obviously, but the bristles are very dense, so it's pinched in down at the bottom here of the ferrule, but then it comes up to this point. I really like this. The bristles are extremely soft. I went ahead and washed this up. It washes up very, very nicely. So yeah, I am excited to give this a shot. I was trying to figure out what I will use it for. Probably for setting my under eye concealer, I think would be good for it. Maybe contouring, maybe. We'll have to give that a shot. But yeah, so I'm excited to see what that can do. And then the last couple of things that I have are a couple of palettes. So I have never tried anything from ColourPop ever, and I just wanted to give it a shot to see what all the hubbub was about. I don't know why I went in for a palette and not a single shadow. I'm not really sure. I just thought this particular palette looked intriguing. So it is the ColourPop Double-Entendre palette. So this is what the outer packaging looks like. It's typical kind of cardboard, but it's sturdy, and I appreciate the fact that it is fairly compact, so you can just throw it in your bag. And then you open it up. It does not have a mirror, which, if I'm being honest, I don't know why there isn't one, because there's plenty of room. So that just kind of confuses me. But nevertheless, that's a look at the shades. They are super pigmented. I have some pictures that I took last week that I went ahead and swatched these. They are super pigmented. You do not need a lot on your brush. And they don't really kick up a lot of powder, which is interesting. They're not like the Lorac shadows, where the Lorac shadows you have to be really careful because they kick up a lot of powder. But these don't. So I have yet to wear these on my eyes, but these swatches are absolutely beautiful. So I'm very excited to use this on my eyes. And I've actually heard that this is a dupe for the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. So we will see how close it comes to those swatches. One other thing, they have the shade names on the back of this, which is fine. I maybe would have liked to see them on the inside, so like written maybe like underneath, but that's just personal preference. So, but yeah, so I'm excited to try finally, this. The Lorac Shine Bright Color Source and Light Source Cheek Palette. I believe this is from their holiday collection. I'm not certain if it's permanent or if it's limited edition. I will link everything down below that I can find. But first of all, I love how Lorac does their packaging. So so sleek and just really pretty. So again, same kind of deal as the ColourPop, cardboard packaging, but it's compact and very travel friendly. So I love that aspect. And then when you open it up, you have a pretty large mirror, which is nice. And then you have all your shades down below. So it looks like these first two right here, this one is Bold Spirit and this one is Opalescent. So those two are your highlights, and then the rest of these are all your blushes, and it looks like they're just the top two. Funny enough, looking at them in the pan, they look similar, but they swatch differently. So that's interesting. And then Blossom is a little bit lighter. It's the lightest out of the bunch. It's the lightest out of those three right there. And then you have Technicolor, which is a little bit of a brighter pink. And again, I'll put pictures of the swatches. They swatch very nicely. The Lorac, what am I trying to say? Lost my train of thought. The Lorac shadows are very pigmented and they never disappoint. So same with the face products. They are very pigmented. You don't need a lot on your brush to be able to get color, which I really enjoy. So I'm excited to play with this. Again, I have yet to wear these on my face, but I am nevertheless all right, my friends, excited. Well, that is everything from my little fall Ulta haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.